More people smoking marijuana leads to more fatal crashes. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Paul Majors.
And I'm Pat Harvey, and those are the results of a new study in states where pot is legal. As CBS 2's Michele Gile reports, Southern California law enforcement agencies are worried about the same trend here if legalized marijuana makes it onto the ballot in November.
The AAA study reveals a surge in marijuana use in weekend nighttime drivers surveyed nationally, and a troubling increase in fatal car crashes linked to pot in Washington state in 2014, 2 years after recreational use of marijuana was legalized there. In 2013, 8% of deadly accidents involved drivers who'd recently used marijuana, but that number more than doubled the following year. 17% of those crashes in 2014 had a connection to marijuana usage.
I can't say that I'm shocked that there's a correlation. Again, with, we go back to all the substances that are currently legal. Alcohol, prescription medications, what have you. Same thing with marijuana. Marijuana will be no different. If not used responsibly and in moderation, bad things can happen.
Irvine police officer Eddie Robinson has made hundreds of arrests of impaired drivers. He's a drug recognition expert who anticipates even more driving arrests if the recreational use of marijuana is on the ballot and becomes law in California in November.
I mean, we already have several, drugs, medications that are already legal, and we see issues with impaired driving with those medications, whether it be prescription, alcohol, what have you.
According to AAA, test results of THC, which is the chemical in pot that makes people high, aren't reliable when determining impairment. For example, some drivers with low levels of THC may still be unsafe to drive. Drug driving legislation is in a California committee right now, and it needs to pass before the end of the month in order to move into the full Senate for a vote. If it does pass, it would give a police officer the authority to swab the mouth of a driver to test for the presence of drugs in his or her system. In Newport Beach, Michele Gile, CBS 2 News.